Right now, coal is Australia's primary fuel source for generating electricity. It is cheap and abundant to produce electricity, but leaves an imprinting damage to the environment. Let us assess the environmental impacts of the power plants located in Stanwell through the use of an augmented reality sandbox, and find feasible solutions with particular attention to its water pollution. The Stanwell Power Station is located in Stanwell, 33 kilometers southwest of Rockhampton. At the time of construction, it was one of the largest industrial developments undertaken in Queensland, with the capacity to generate 1,445 megawatts.
The augmented reality sandbox takes a topographic map and creates its features. By manipulating the sand, we can simulate the real shapes and contours of the landscape. We can create actions to mimic the effects of rain and see the flow of water through the landscape. This allows us to investigate the consequences of different situations and help find feasibility solutions. We built our model by firstly selecting the Stanwell site and built the landscape by moving sand from relatively high region of blue to the red regions, which are relatively low. Afterwards, we switched the program to Contour, which projects onto the sand to create a 3D topographic map. Finally, we placed the factory, which is located on flat sand between two river mountains, with a channel in the southeast and a river running through from the north side from the power plant.
Coal burning contributes greatly to water pollution. When combusted, coal is the most CO2-intensive fossil fuel, which also releases nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, and heavy metal particulates into the atmosphere, which leads to the formation of acid rain. By holding a spread-out hand over a power plant, we can introduce water flow by creating the action of acid rain. The acid rain can be seen as the purple regions which quickly spread through the landscape. It enters the waterways like the channel and the river. Furthermore, coal burning creates waste such as ash and sludge, which often leaches into the groundwater, and the wastewater generated by a power plant is often discharged directly into the rivers. As soon as these toxic pollutants enter the waterways, it can be seen that the purple region quickly spreads and contaminates the river streams in both directions. The water pollution poses a risk not only to the environment, but also to the lives of the organisms that support it. The acid rain alters the pH level of the soil and decreases the pH level of the water, which kills the nutrients for the plant and are deadly to aquatic life. The byproduct of ash, sludge, and wastewater is a toxic cocktail that contains arsenic, mercury, and lead, which can cause severe poisoning.
Luckily, there are a myriad of ways to reduce the pollution emitted by the power plant, such as capturing pollutants in the flue gas and storing it so that it does not get emitted into the atmosphere, or installing synthetic liners to prevent leaks of those harmful pollutants into the environment. We can also install a proper drainage system in which the harmful pollutants discharged are carried away safely. In addition to these, waterways should be monitored regularly to ensure that the level of pollutants is compliant with the relevant standard guidelines. The solution that we will be exploring with the use of the sandbox is the creation of a dam. The dam will be used to control the water flow to prevent the contaminated water from flowing up and downstream the river. The polluted water is concentrated in the dam with no way to escape. As can be seen in the video, the purple regions which flow from the power plant into the dam do not escape the dam, as water flow is driven primarily by gravity and is thus unable to flow upwards above the high dam walls. However, we have to note possible failures such as flooding of the dam, which will allow the contaminated water to escape. Also, dam failure is very common and therefore strict maintenance of the structural integrity is required. In summary, coal-generated electricity is detrimental to the environment. Its effect on water pollution was elaborated in the video. However, it also causes other forms of pollution such as air pollution. Although there are solutions to mitigate the water pollution caused by the Stanwell plant, they are not perfect and subject to possible failures. Therefore, there needs to be a greater effort looked into more renewable forms of energy, or at least a cleaner form of coal burning. Thank you very much for watching our video.